Welcome back to the Burnout Bobby YouTube channel. Today's video we have this 2022 KTM Duke 390 and we are going to be putting on the Kemimoto Fender Eliminator. Similar to the one I had in my video. With that I had already cut out the plastics and everything. This one is going to be from scratch, so if you got 2022, 2020, 2019, I think all the way down to 17, it should be similar with this for the Duke 390s. This is the Kemimoto Fender Eliminator. You can move it all different ways. This works in so many different styles and configurations, so it's pretty nice setup. And then this one we did a little bit something different. Kemimoto also offers Fender Eliminator kit with 2 sets of blinkers. So I will be doing the front and rear blinkers on this as well and getting rid of these big rubber ones. So the first thing I'm going to do for this is get rid of this factory super long license plate mount. First thing we're going to do is just unplug these 3 wires. You have the green one, the red one, and the gray one. This is going to be your blinkers, and then there's the LED over the license plate light. So that's what those 3 are going to be for. You're going to have 2 10mm bolts, one right here, one right here. There's actually 4 bolts, as you can see right there. So from underneath, you're going to take out those 4 bolts, and then this is what it will now look like underneath. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to trim this factory plastic so I can reuse it back on there, and then we'll go ahead and mount up the Fender Eliminator. Okay, so there it is. This will help keep the look underneath pretty as OEM as possible, and it's cheap. All I did is just use the Dremel here, cut off a few things. Now I'll go ahead and slide this back in and then start playing around with the different configurations with the Kemimoto Fender Eliminator. So one thing I did is I drilled 2 holes right here. I use these factory ones here for pilot holes, and what I'm going to do next is take the Kemimoto Fender Eliminator, I'll put it up in there, put the bolt up through this and into the factory nut that's on the frame itself. With this bike specifically, we used M6 nuts or M6 bolts, put it up through the Kemimoto bracket into the bike. We now have it mounted up. We figured out, because this has so many options that you can do, we figured out that this is the setting that we wanted. This is the right angle that he wants for the bike, so we're going to keep it like this. I'm going to adjust the plate so you can actually move it up or down. We're going to put the plate on, see where we like for the position for that, and then go ahead and tighten that up. And then after that we'll start getting into the blinkers itself. Overall, very simple install, really clean, and you really cannot beat it for the price. I went ahead and wired the lights up. On the harness side, the gray wire is going to be the right side blinker, so yellow is going to go to gray, and then black to black. The red is going to be the LED, so that's going to be for the light, and then green will be your other blinkers, and that one's going to go black to black and then yellow to green. So that's going to be 3 that I had to do there. I'm going to clean all this up, tidy this away. I'll show you real quick. Have the LED on. So overall, not a bad install. So you can see it's all wired up, hooked up. I got the LED on. The nice part about this Fender Eliminator is it stays pretty tight. Plus you can bring it in, as there's different settings here to go forward or back. So this will keep it from hitting the seat or from hitting the exhaust. It keeps it tight to the frame, which is just what I want. Gets rid of that huge one that came factory. Again, this is universal, so this is going to work on any bike. You just have to find out where your mounting points are for your application. I have it on here so you can see LED is very bright. There's 3 LEDs here. We'll come over the license plate, which is exactly what you want. The blinkers have like a rubber housing on it, so it gives it a little bit of flexibility. A lot of the stiff ones I've seen, they could snap off if something was to tap it. So when doing the front blinkers, you have these two bolts right here. They're both Allen heads. You remove it, and then your factory wires will be right here. I cut it. I just put the connectors on, and then you put the bolt in here for the Kemimoto lights, and then I wired in this side. You're gonna tighten it up, and then you can see it now flashes going across. So originally I thought it only went up about halfway, but once you connect all 4 lights, that's when it's gonna go the full on the front and rear of the bike. We'll go ahead and button this up and wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. The link for the product will be in the description below. Plus, I should have a coupon code for this to save you a couple dollars off, which is always helpful. I'll catch you guys on the next one.